Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I got a dishwasher here. I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with it, and I think I have figured it out. Come along with me. This is gonna be a very common problem. I've had it happen before in several of the dishwashers that we have. So let's take a look. This dishwasher right here, I've pulled it out. The water is in here and it is not draining. When I press cancel and you hold it down till the white light comes on, the first thing it should do is turn on the drain to drain the water out. Now, my system is still hooked up. I'm a professional. I am under here with the wires still plugged in. You probably should not be doing this. But if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear the motor is trying to run down here. So this is the motor down here in our pipe. And it's really hard to hear. I don't think I can actually hear it this time, but I've heard it before. It sounds like it's trying to work and something's jamming it up. So either this pipe has something in it, or I'll bet that inside that little motor casing, there's either a piece of plastic or we remember breaking a glass and maybe a small piece of glass is in there. So what we're gonna do today is, number one, drain the water out of the system. We're gonna have to come under here. Oops, sorry. Come under here, disconnect the drain, disconnect the water supply, unplug it, turn this guy on its side, again, after we get the water out, and we'll take apart that motor today, and I bet you something's stuck in there. We'll get the system up and running. Okay, step one, let's get the water out of here. So I'm using this evacuator pump. You could also use something like maybe a dry vacuum, something along those lines. But this one right here for $100, this is an amazing tool. Also for changing your oil, transmission fluid, things like that. This works really well too. I'll put a link to this down in the description. Under the sink, I'm gonna unplug the unit. Next, I'll turn off the water. Next, I'll put the unit on its side. Now for me, my hoses are long enough that I still have not disconnected these yet. And double check you have the electricity turned off. If yours is hardwired, you're gonna have to go to your breaker box and turn it off. Oh, I got a helper here. Thank you, Riley. So here's my drain, now that we've got it on its side. I'm gonna disconnect the drain piece right here. And then also, we'll see if there's maybe something clogging it here. If not, look, this is the bottom of the actual propeller right here. Something tells me there's something jammed right in there. Let's squeeze together this clip. Gently back it off. There was a little water, not too much. We'll see if we can look inside there. I don't know. Pretty hard to tell. So with this type of a unit, this white part right here, we should be able to twist this right off. Look at that. So no screws or anything on this particular one, and we should be able to twist and pop this off. See a little flange, we just got to twist a little bit more. So this took a little bit of jiggling to get this off, but again, you can see these 3 flanges, and I just glanced in and check it out. Here's your problem. Look at that piece of glass right there, exactly what I suspected. That piece of glass is what's plugging up this drain, causing it not to work. Bam. There's your problem. All right, reverse order. Let's get everything back together. This piece is gonna be important that we get on there correctly. That little black part, that little seal, have to sit in there. Okay, so we're gonna push it on, and then we're gonna twist this direction. Solid twist. Take a look around, make sure it's sealed well. No problem. Put this back on. And just right back where it was. So before I put it back in, I'm actually gonna turn the water on, I'm gonna turn the electricity on, and I'm gonna run it out here just to make sure everything's working right, but I can tell you it's probably gonna... Of course it worked perfect. We got that piece of glass out of there. Now I'm gonna unplug it, gently push it back into its spot, and start to button it up. Okay, I have one more piece of advice. I got my dishwasher back in, it's working great, but listen, under here, there's a chance that this is gonna leak, and over time, that chance increases. So, this is a water alarm right here. Here's the way it works. These little prongs on the bottom, if those 4 prongs get water on them, like this, it alerts you, lets you know you have a water issue. So everything's all buttoned up down there. I'm just gonna gently slide this in. It'll just live right there. Now I'll put the insulation and that little cover plate, kick plate that goes on top of there. Hey friends, I hope today's video helped you out. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.